Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Good catch and excellent creation of a big play downfield. I can guarantee you this. That's not a play this defense has practiced against in the days leading up to this game.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Brady to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll run here with Taylor. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. To throw, it's Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Tannehill. He sets to fire deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Brady's throw complete there to Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Brady. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It is fielded right at the goal line. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's got him in. Complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Brady now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That'll be caught by Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And the Titans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Twisting away. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for Philly. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within 8. It's 15-7.
Makes the score Titans 15, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Again, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Trying to lay one up deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Brady now on 1st down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill, flush to his right. They've got his man, complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Tannehill.
He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Gainwell.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second down and goal. Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The option to give to Taylor here. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off the option, here's this time not as successful as he'll get. This offense in desperate need of a conversion. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards to 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A give running right is Gainwell.
Call it a make it 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 35 on 2nd down, Tannehill buying time to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bates. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, now Brady. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Brady.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Elliott good on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's got some space here. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what
breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, a run with Gainwell.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Brett Kern now. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And bulldozing his way through. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Brady to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, you may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
To throw is Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
And the troops rally.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they were able to survive what happened in the 4th quarter.
So for the Titans,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now.